Right, hello beautiful Utopia builders, and I have to say it's very nice to be back again after all sorts of things, a hurricane included, and just want to say it is an incredible time. I mean, we are always saying what an incredible time we're living in, how amazing it is, you know, we've come to the planet at this time of shift and this is happening and that's happening and it's 2012. And yet, you know, there have been times when a lot of us have just continued. It's been like running in the dark. We know we have to keep going. We know we have to keep bringing the love, bringing the light. And yet we haven't always seen evidence of it. And sometimes, you know, you look around the world and you see other, you know, things happening that you think, wow, that doesn't look all that shifty or enlightened. And, you know, and yet there are these huge things happening. So here's the news. This is the scoop. I have just heard that Iceland, I know it's not, you know, it's probably old news to a lot of you, but some of you won't have heard this because it hasn't really been broadcast very much. But I've heard that Iceland have arrested, the people have arrested all their bankers, and they have taken control of the economy, and I'm pretty sure that they're about to begin building Utopia because it was all done very peacefully, and that all of that, you know, that system, that whole structure is now within the hands of the Icelandic people. And I have to quickly mention the elementals because I'm being asked to, the fairy folk, because there was a time when I read somewhere that they were not happy with the way things were going on Earth, with the way that we were treating the planet, with the things that were happening, and they really do have an ability, because they're so close to the Earth, to affect the physical environment. And some people say, I know it might sound far-fetched to some people, but some people say that they were responsible for that, I don't remember what it was, that dust that went into the aeroplanes a few years back that stopped all the planes from taking off or something. And I just find it really interesting that this has been really the first place for things to begin to come back into the hands of people. So it's very interesting and exciting. And okay, and yes, as I say, it was done very peacefully. So that's all I'm going to say on that score. I'm just going to see what card we get. So I just really want to say, you know, all of these things happen because we are bringing the love. We are bringing the love to this planet and the light that enables it to continue shifting, and we are enabling situations like this to begin to take place because we are keep holding that space of love and light. And this is why I keep saying, trust your path, trust what you are here to do. You know whether you're a divine energetic being who's capable of holding a lot of energy and a big frequency, a high frequency, and whether you are here just to ground that. You know whether you are someone who's supposed to be here to be very vocal, to wake people up, to make them aware of what's happening. You know what your particular role is. Trust it, okay, and stay in your heart. Things are shaping up. Okay, so the first card I've picked here is the Ice Age. I love that after what I just said about the Icelandic thing. And we have had it before a few times, but every card is different in every different context. And I'm also going to read an Archangel Michael card to go with it because I love those. These seem to work together really well, these two decks. So the message on the card says, a 2,000-year ice age allowed Earth to detoxify, rest and purify so that the planet could vibrate at a higher frequency. During the Ice Age, the Intergalactic Council was able to plan the fifth and final experiment of Atlantis, heralding the Golden Age, the most glorious and spiritual time there ever was on this planet. If you chose this card, it indicates that a time of rest and relaxation is needed. Use this space to look within and purify your beliefs and thoughts. This is a time to contemplate or meditate on your life purpose and prepare yourself so that the new can come into your life at a higher frequency than the old. So this is what, and the final message is, the seeds of a new beginning are germinating. Well, they certainly are. They certainly are globally, and they certainly are personally. So if you do feel the need to just go within, for a couple of days this week, or maybe a couple of evenings you'd like to get an early night or switch off, you know, the TV, the computers, all of that stuff, I have to tell you that from my experience of 3 days without electricity, it is so powerful. It's very creative. I did a lot of meditation, a lot of chanting, and I know in my heart that one of the things I was doing, along with many others who are probably always chanting and meditating in this way, you know, I'm sure there are Buddhist monks everywhere who are just holding this space constantly. One of the things I was very aware of doing was holding the space to ground in these new energies that flooded in over the weekend. So it's very interesting that I just happened to be in a place that was hit very hard by this hurricane in terms of the facilities that were suddenly no longer available. There was only one fatality, but there was no electricity nowhere I went until Saturday, when I finally found an internet cafe that had a generator, and managed to kind of get online just in time, just enough to tell people what was happening. And it was just interesting that I was forced into contemplation, forced into using that time. I mean, I wasn't forced, but I would naturally use that time in that way, given that space. And it felt right, it felt guided. And so all I'm saying is trust that. If that's what you feel guided to do a little bit of this week, just know that it's preparation, that you will emerge more energized, more creative, and that you will also be grounding this frequency more. It might help you also to move ahead. If you know that you have to make some changes, but you're not quite ready, you're still holding back a little bit, and this feels like a powerful week for you to really go ahead. Sometimes you have to go backwards a tiny bit in order to go forward. So you might want to spend a couple of days, like Monday and Tuesday, just really going inside quietly and becoming really aware of what it is you need to do to make that leap forward. Okay, that's it everyone. I'm just going to quickly pick an Archangel Michael card. Don't want to go on for too long. Right, your loved ones, you and your loved ones are safe. So really, you know, whatever happens with all of these things that are going on, just know that we are constantly protected and that we are being looked after by the angelic realm, and that they also have an interest in seeing us create utopia, create heaven on earth, in seeing us raise our frequency, and in seeing us be okay throughout it all. So it's not all just about being foot soldiers, it's also about knowing that we have you know, a team of guides and angels and helpers who are working with us. And the prayer is, dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me to feel secure at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. Right, okay, that's it everyone. I will be back next week or sometime in the near future when it feels appropriate. Enjoy building utopia and enjoy celebrating the creation of your love. Bye.